What's up, guys? I'm just making a quick video here today to go over my Nintendo Direct expectations for April 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing we have here is new 3D Mario. I'm saying this just because the last one that came out 8 years ago, Mario Odyssey, was great. You know what I'm saying? And then Bowser's Fury, but that, you know, that's kind of like a side thing. But realistically, it's been quite some time, so I'm thinking, hey, we're probably getting another one of these. It's gonna be the big announcement at the end, most likely. Next, we got GameCube for NSO, because honestly we had SNES, we had N64, but I'm thinking for the start of Switch 2, they just kick it up a notch. We get GameCube at the very least. Not really much besides that. I'm hoping we get like Mario Kart Double Dash, or Melee, or Kirby Air Ride, or like Sonic Riders, something like that. That'd be great, just for the start of the launch, because Smash is coming up, but I'm not thinking it's coming out like this year, probably next year. So the obvious one, it's gonna be $400. There's no way it's gonna be more, no way it's gonna be less, because the PS5, Xbox Series are already $500. It'd be a little weird if that was priced the same, because it's obviously not gonna be as powerful as the other consoles and shit. And plus, PS6 and whatever the fuck they call Xbox, Xbox Z, some shit. It's gonna be like gonna come out in like a year or two, some shit. So I'm thinking $400 MSRP makes the most amount of sense, especially if the Switch is the Switch 1, we're gonna call it Switch 1 now, is gonna be still gonna be $300, or if they take it on to $250. But hey, anyways, I'm thinking they release this in June. You see, at first I thought this would be a holiday release, but first things first, the timing of the Direct. We're not waiting 8 months, 7-8 months for the console. And secondly, I had this thinking because of Switch 1. However, Switch 1 was coming off of Wii U, and if you don't know, the Wii U was already discontinued by January of 2017. So they only had the 3DS out for like a couple months. That was their only system, and they just pushed Switch out as fast as they could. Not necessarily rushing it, but you know. But I think this one still makes sense to drop in the summer, just so they can get, honestly, next one, Mario Kart and all the launch titles out. And the fifth piece I have here is Mario Kart 9. We're obviously going to see it. It's going to be a launch title. Nothing much else to say, man. It's just, it's kind of, it has to happen. It's going to happen. Next one, Halo Master Chief Collection. That's obviously been rumored for a very long time. Microsoft's been putting out like Forza and stuff on PlayStation 5. I'm thinking we get this, and the announcement's going to PS5. And I'm thinking it could be a launch title. That'd be really funny juxtaposition as to how Halo Combat Evolved changed gaming forever as like a launch title for Xbox, and now the whole series on fucking Nintendo. Speaking of big changes for that type of thing, Final Fantasy VII Remake. This has also been rumored for a bit. It was on PS4. It should have no problem running on here. It'd be kind of ironic considering the original skipped N64 because of the cartridge format. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. It'd be something really nice to see. It'd be a good excuse for me to replay the game too. Anyways, another good excuse for me to replay the game, Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's just, I don't know if this one's been rumored or just me loving Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's a little bit of both, but this would be really nice to have on there. It was on PlayStation 4, so it should run. If Capcom really wants to port it and not have it be like some cloud version bullshit, then they could do it. They could do it. Now this one, I'm just throwing darts at the wall at this point. F-Zero, I'm really hoping between this and the next couple entries here that Nintendo tries to get one of like their dormant franchises out. Because I was last F-Zero was like Game Boy Advance, GameCube era. So yeah, I'm thinking with F-Zero 99 they did okay. I'm thinking they give it like a big boost up. Obviously not launch title status apparatus, but I could definitely see something with F-Zero going on in the future with this Direct. Maybe not, but we'll see. Thinking of maybe not, Smash 6. Now that's something I really want to see, but I know it just, if we're gonna get 3D Mario, which is kind of a lock, I don't think we're getting Smash until like maybe like a September Direct, we'll see, or maybe sometime next year. But you know, usually the Smash game releases like the year after the console comes out, like the Ultimate, and Smash 4 is 2014, so that was like 2 years after. Really, the only exception was Melee, which came out 2 weeks after the GameCube's launch. But I don't know. I could see it. It could be either way. I'm thinking probably like 3070, but I just threw it on there just because. And something that's also been rumored is Planet Robot. A Curry Planet Robot remake. Obviously, this has been rumored throughout the Switch One's life. I'm thinking we get this. Maybe it's a cross-gen game. Maybe it's only on Switch 2. But hey, I'm thinking maybe that's just something that happens. Why not? Now, I'm really throwing shit at the wall here. Maybe another Chibi-Robo. They give us like a Chibi-Robo remake of like the GameCube game or like a reboot of the series. But I'm thinking, hey, like one of like the 3 franchises I was thinking for this whole, you know, they gotta bring back one of these old franchises just to show off. Yeah, Switch 2. It's exciting. Chibi-Robo. That'd be pretty nice. And this is just free space. Star Fox is the third one I was thinking of, because Star Fox Zero came out like 2016. It's not quite like a dormant franchise yet, but like they've seen better days. They haven't had a game in a while. They had like that Starlink game. Like that wasn't even a Star Fox game, but you know, Ubisoft gave it a shit enough to put Star Fox in the Switch version, which was cool. But we could use another Star Fox game. I think that style of game will work really well on like the Switch family of consoles. That'd be pretty nice. No, I'm grouping this in. I could have grouped this in with GameCube, but I'm thinking since we got the Genesis and the N64 pack, we get like a Dreamcast, GameCube type deal with this NSO. Hopefully it's not a different bundle, because that would kind of suck. Because the servers aren't that great, but you know, they might do that. I think it'd be nice if we got Dreamcast and GameCube bundled in there. We got like Jet Set Radio and like Crazy Taxi, Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventure. With like the GameCube library, I think it'd be pretty nice. Now, another rumor that's been discussed for quite a bit is Call of Duty coming to Switch, which I don't even know what's a rumor anymore, because there was like a contract, something about an agreement between Microsoft and Nintendo for Call of Duty to be on Switch 2 for a while. Not even sure, but it's probably gonna pop up here. I would be a little surprised if we don't get anything from that. New IP, pretty simple. Nintendo just making something different. Metroid Prime 4, I don't know if this is gonna be like launch. I don't know if this is gonna be like a Twilight Princess deal where we get an upgraded version. We will probably get an upgraded version, but I cannot see it like dropping the same day as the Switch 1 version. I mean, I go back and forth on that idea, but I'd be a little surprised if we didn't see Metroid Prime 4 here. As like, oh yeah, it's on Switch 2 as well. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get new Pro Controller. I just see it. I heard some reports of it being like split up, like the Joy-Cons as well, but I'm not sure of the validity of that, but we'll see that. Now, another rumor, Elden Ring. Obviously, this is a huge game on the PlayStation and Xbox. I'm thinking this is pretty unique. This would be pretty nice to have running on Switch 2. The Switch 2 could handle it, obviously, since the older consoles can do it. That'd be nice. Now, Kid Icarus, I think this is more likely if Masahiro Sakurai is going to come on to here and say, oh yeah, I'm working on this. It's probably going to be Uprising remake or an Uprising sequel, which, yeah, that would make sense over Smash 6, which I fucking love Smash Brothers, but you know, I'd like to give him more time and shit. As much as I love it, I'm just like, let's just give him more time if he needs it to make Kid Icarus. Okay. And one thing I just threw out there is like, we see a lot of like the older Star Wars games on here on Switch 1. I'm thinking they put Fallen Order, Survivor. Survivor was like, it was weird. Like they ported that to PS4 like what was it, two some years after the PS5 version dropped. So I think they can just fuck it. Like EA is pretty cooperative with them. They'll just throw them a bone here, like, hey, here you go, Fallen Order, Giant Survivor. Just take this shit, man. I think just Phil Spencer just shows up for like shits and giggles, like, hey, yeah, we're gonna put in all the fucking all the damn Xbox games that actually matter on goddamn Switch 2, bruh. Just for shits and giggles. Now, I'm thinking they mentioned Sonic Racing Cross Worlds coming to Switch 2. That just makes sense. I mean, they announced like every other platform except for it because it didn't exist yet. So I'm like, hey, they might be like, yeah, it's gonna release on here too. You know, Sega's pretty good with that stuff. They just drop shit on everything. They've been a little too good with that since the Dreamcast days. They just drop, you know. And then final thing I want to discuss: 3D Donkey Kong. We haven't had a 3D Donkey Kong since was it Tropical Freeze? So we had those remasters, a Tropical Freeze, and Returns just dropped a couple months ago. But we kind of need another one, is what I'm thinking, because it's been 11 years, 11 damn years. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm hoping Retro Studios drops something. Oh, I guess they're doing Metroid Prime 4, but that's gotta be close to done. So yeah, maybe you get like a little teaser or something. But yeah, that's really my whole bingo card on the Nintendo Direct. Isn't like based off like analytical theory type shit or like what's most likely. It's just what I'm interested in. Honestly, I just kind of threw this together last second. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the Direct on Wednesday, April 2nd, and we'll reflect. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.